Hey Floss Tube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz from Hello from Liz Matthews. This is Floss Tube number 15 and today is Leap Day. It is February. This is a sign of things to come in this video, if I'm being honest. It is February 29th. It is a Saturday. I want to apologize in advance if you hear Joe screaming at the Liverpool soccer game downstairs. Welcome to my house. I feel like I should just say in advance this might be a little all over the place because we are less than a week out from market, which means my mind is all over the place and it's all about list making and checking things off. I have some notes. And in true news anchor form, they're on index cards this time. I thought it might make life a little bit easier. You guys know I don't do editing for my videos, so you kind of get what you get. And I really do appreciate you coming back again today and watching. My last Floss Tube was a reveal videos with Mom. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't believe that was only a week ago. It feels like it was a month ago. But what ended up being a very long reveal video for both me and Kathy Barrick, it was an hour, somehow ended up split in two parts. Why? I don't know. How? I don't know. But we just went with it. So there is part 1 and part 2. If you didn't catch both of them, then you didn't see all that we are bringing to market. I apologize. I tried to link it as clearly as I could with little buttons that led you right there, but the first video was 41 minutes, this 47 minutes, the second video was 12 minutes, something like that, and together we released 21 new products. Mom was awesome. She gave backstory on everything, which I need to learn how to do better, and while we're talking about that and things I could do better, I have to give my deepest and most sincere apologies to Lisa Reynolds, who stitched the Hold Fast model for me, which I so rudely forgot to mention in the reveal video. Lisa, you did a beautiful job and I am so thankful for you. I am so happy to have this and to show it off. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart for omitting your information from that last video. What does Ellen Reed, she has that little like thing, I'm so sorry, I totally suck. I apologize, and thank you so much for working with me. So I can't keep up with the comments. You guys overwhelmed us in the very best way. Mom and I truly did read through every single comment that you guys left. There were some fabulous ones. There weren't too many questions, so I don't have too many things to answer for you. One question I did see pop up that I did want to touch on is, does Mom also do DMC conversions in her charts? And the answer is yes. She does very thorough DMC conversions. We both do. We spend a lot of time making sure that they're accurate and that every piece that we put out can be stitched at any budget. So yes, 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 yes. The answer is yes. So yeah, that was our Nashville release. I don't want to speak for Mom, but I will let you know that my Nashville releases will be in my shop. My guess is towards the end of March. I want to make sure that all shops have the opportunity to receive their patterns and also to sell their patterns because I want to support all of the LNSs. Also, keeping in mind that some of you don't have LNSs, but there are plenty of online stores that are offering all of our products. I've seen them pop up for pre-sale already, which is awesome. So they can be found. So I will let you know when I will post my products on my shop, but it won't be for a while. Again, please go to your LNSs, place your orders there, or find a shop online that you can place a pre-order from for our products. That'll be the quickest and the cheapest because I see a lot of them are offering free shipping if you don't have an LNS way for you to get these patterns. Now I know that a lot of LNSs have like market weekends and that sounds like so much fun. I might even try to head to my LNS to see what they're doing. I think they are doing a follow-up weekend where they show off all the things they got at Market, because you guys, it is so good. It is reveal season. Everybody is revealing all that they've been working on, and it's amazing. As you've seen, I'm new to this. You guys have been doing this longer than me. You know where to find it. You know the designers you like, and they are good. So as far as my designs and Market go, I have been accepting pre-orders. If you are a shop, I am accepting them through tomorrow. And I do want to be realistic, but not put fear in anybody's heart. But there are some patterns that I am expecting to sell through. So if you want to get those pre-orders into me, that would be most appreciated and helpful. I am going to do my best to avoid that. Mom and I can't print 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, although it feels like we should be. It's just not possible. So I'm going to do my best to not run out of anything, but it's looking like that may be the case. I apologize in advance if anybody is not able to take anything home with them that they want. I will say that the most popular item, and the one that I am going to be reprinting more of, is Bowerbirds. You guys loved it, which is kind of funny because you guys know I started my needlework journey back in March. A year ago, this about to be month, I started punch needling again, which kind of led the way into cross stitch. And this was the very first cross stitch piece I designed when I decided I was going to do the cross stitch thing. It's the very first one I did. I love it so much, and you guys love it too. It's on that dove linen. It's called Bowerbirds, and it also happens to be my very favorite cover shot of these releases. So I'll print more of these. But again, if you're a shop, I would love a pre-order, because it looks like we're gonna sell through some things, which is amazing. We talked about those words in my last video with Mom about words I say too much. Amazing, awesome, and So I'll put a zip on that. So my world is Market. It is Market. My living room is Market boxes. I have been doing kind of dry runs of the display setup I want to do, because it's been 20 years since I've been to Market, and I have memories about how the room is set up and what we do, but I'm also very much a planner. So I'm always asking Mom, shooting her text like, do I have this much space? Will this work? And I think I narrowed it down. So at this point, it's just a matter of packing. I am walking a fine line of like wanting to bring my whole house to redecorate our room at Market, and also trying to dial it back and realizing that this is a temporary thing and it has to be easy and light to move, because we already have a million super heavy boxes. I did an Instagram post that said I need to pack a leave because my back is going to need it. And it's not a lie, and I will need it for sure. But it's all good. And so that's another thing that I have checked off, is my display. And it better be checked off because we leave on Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we head out of town. We'll leave from my house, make our way southwest. We're going to spend one night on the road before we get to the Embassy Suites in Nashville to check in on Thursday. Then Friday, we have a full day of setup before the Market opens in the evening. And I'm feeling pretty prepped. I have picked out my outfits because I like to feel good. I like to feel good about myself, and I like to feel confident, and it makes a big difference. So I have spent some time picking out my outfits, treated myself to some new lipstick, which I'm trying out for you today. Quite possibly it's all over my teeth. I apologize if it is, but that's why we do a dry run. I have organized things. I've made my office supply box ready to go. It's happening. It's happening so soon. So that's Market. I feel like maybe I should add so to my list of words I should not say. Let's see, what am I most looking forward to with Market? It is hands down meeting some of my new stitching friends. Oh, I can't wait. I have chatted with so many of you, and we've connected on Instagram, on all the social medias, and now I get to hug you in person. Hope you don't think I'm crazy, but I'm really looking forward to that. I'm so bummed that I was late in signing up for Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchies. She's doing us like a social media how to use Floss Tube workshop Friday for attendees and also exhibitors. And I had planned on taking that all along, but of course it's sold out, and I know why, because she is so good. So if you guys got a seat, lucky you. There's even a wait list, and I really wanted to support her, but it looks like I won't be there. I'll be there in spirit, but won't be a face in the crowd. But I'm so looking forward to meeting Michelle at market. There's so many friends. Abby, Stephanie, Beth, Paulette, oh my gosh, Carol, Carmen, like the list goes on and on. I just can't wait to meet everybody. I'm also just the littlest bit nervous too, because I don't know, just because I'm me. But I think it will be wonderful, and I'll have a great time with Mom. I mean, even the car ride down, even the prep with Mom has been fabulous. So market, you won't see me in Floss Tube form until after market. I have plans on maybe doing a live video, or I don't know, something interactive while I'm down there, but I also know myself and know that I get extremely tired and I just kind of drain. So I am going to do my best to be social when I'm down there. And when I say social, I mean internet social. I did do a live video last weekend on Instagram, and I was hoping to do another one this week and at market. So we'll see. No promises, because like I said, I get tired, but I would really like to share the experience with you because it's really, really awesome. Some might say amazing. We're just gonna keep going. I know, I'm weird today. I planned on doing my Floss Tube yesterday, and I shared on Instagram, if you happen to see it, that I was out with Mom in the morning because we decided that we needed a day off from Nashville prep because it just gets to be a lot. So we were just gonna have like a fun play morning. And I got an ocular migraine, which I suffer from for years, but it really has just thrown me off these past couple days. I haven't felt quite myself. The ocular migraine affects your vision, and I ended up with a traditional migraine in the evening too. So it was just like a day in bed of like blahness, and I just feel like I haven't quite recovered and not quite back to myself today. So lucky you get weird Liz today. I don't know. I'd rather it be now than at market, that's for darn sure. So if I just seem a little off, that's my reason. A few people that I'm really looking forward to checking out their products at market are Lady Dot Creates, all of the fiber and thread companies. I'm a little bit different in that I don't stitch other people's products. I stitch only my own, and in a big way, I feel like I'm missing out because there are so many amazing products out there. That collaboration with Paulette and the Scarlet House, the two joined fruit baskets or flower baskets, I'm not sure what they are. Freaking love that. And there are two oldies that I have never seen at my LNS that I am really interested in seeing in person. One is The Sleeping Bee by Blue Flower, and the other is Ann Thomas, Hands Across the Sea. I loved those from the second I laid eyes on them, and I'm really anxious to see the models for myself in person. Other than that, I'm just going to be stocking up on supplies that I can use to keep creating patterns for you guys. Like I said, Lady Dot Creates. I want to get some of that chenille. I really hope I'm saying that right. Set chenille like edging, and also those little pom-poms. Oh, then there's Weeks Dye Works. There is Gloriana Threads. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I did get stole Mom's Needlework Retailer magazine. I don't get this for some reason. I think I should. But in the center there is a list of vendors, and I have been poring over this thinking of all of the places I'm going to visit, and I'm really, really looking forward to having a couple hours out of the room as long as Mom lets me go to do some shopping and some damage, probably on Sunday. Oh, this list is so good. And then while I'm here, the next page, if you guys happen to get this, is where all of the workshops and workshops and classes that are happening at Market are going to be. And that's where Michelle Bendy's class is learning to use social media to drive business. It's Bendy Stitchy and Janine from Acorns and Threads. So it's going to be really good. Like I said, there is a wait list. You can contact either one of those ladies to be added. I'm so bummed I missed that. Anyway, this Needlework Retailer is really good if you happen to have it. Pour through that baby. Next up, the only thing that would make this cooler is if this said hello, like my logo, hello from Liz Matthews on the back. That would be so cool. I wanted to share with you that I have been spending some time adding things to my Instagram page. Things being pictures of my new releases, and in those pictures I am doing the full called for list, everything from the linen, the stitch count, to the thread. You will find those in my highlighted stories. So if you are on my Instagram page, you'll see the grid of all of my pictures, and then there are the little dots that are my stories. One of those says called for material list, and I have started adding all of my new designs. If you happen to want to kit things up and be prepared, get things ordered, that information is there for you, a la Brenda and Laura, Serial Stitchers. They should have a new video out tomorrow. I can't wait. I love watching them. So that's on my Instagram now. And we also went over when my shop reopens, which is the vague end of March. I do have some community news for you. It looks like this is going to be a short video, which you're welcome, because I feel so weird. I do have some community news. Tomorrow, Common Thread Stitcher starts again. March 1st is, I guess, Common Thread Stitcher month, which is extra sentimental to me because, as we already talked about, I got back into the needle art world last March, and I remember popping on Instagram and getting involved there and seeing everybody posting for Common Thread Stitcher. It's hard to believe that that's already a year ago. But Common Thread Stitcher is a hashtag that you use on Instagram. You hashtag everything Common Thread Stitcher, and for every day in March there's a different topic that you answer or address or share a picture regarding. I believe they're different topics than last year, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm really looking forward to it. I might not do photos I might share on Instagram stories because I'm quite active there. Hello from Liz Matthews on Instagram. But I'm really excited to see that. Be sure you follow that hashtag and tag the people who are organizing it. They want to see, off the top of my head, I don't remember all of those people. I know Rika's one of them, Kyle. There were maybe like 8. So I will get those people tagged. But we hope, I hope, they hope that you join Common Thread Stitcher this year in March. I also know that today is Leap Day, and there are a lot of people who are doing Leap Day starts. I am not one of them, but you can certainly get on social media and search that out. Lastly, there is a new floss tuber in the community, and I wanted to welcome Donna from Live from the She Shack. I really enjoyed her first video, as well as all of the pieces she has been stitching. Not to mention her plant collection. It is like a jungle, and it is gorgeous, and I am so jealous, and I think it looks amazing, and I think that I need some plants back here. Get lots of light. No, medium light in this room. Donna, if you want to help me out and suggest some plants, I think I could use some lush greenness like you back there. But this was kind of a rabbit hole because Donna posted her video, which I watched all of, loved it. I love her choices. And one of the first finishes that she showed, I think it was the first finish, was Edward and Fiona, which was designed by my mom, Kathy Barrick, and she held it up. And it was gorgeous. It's a great design. And there's this big red horse smack dab in the center. And I was immediately like drawn to the thread used in the horse because it's like a maroon, variegated. You can see that it's like over dyed silk thread, and it looks gorgeous on Donna's piece. But it made me think back to standing in front of my mom's printer, which if you guys saw on Instagram, my mom's big printer is in front of a wall where she has hung all of her models. And every time that I am there printing, I stare up at this piece, which is like in the way up right corner. I don't know what this is called. This is a Kathy Barrick design. It's not listed on the back, but what I have always noticed and what has drawn me to this piece is the gorgeous thread and how it is so stripy and variegated and just lovely. And we've talked about it before and she told me, but when I saw Donna's piece using this same thread, I was like, I have to talk about this. I have to investigate it. And then it just became this rabbit hole. So this thread, let me get some stuff out. Oh no, oh my notes, oh no. You guys are in for it now. This thread is Silk and Colors, the Thread Gatherer Silk and Colors. It is an over-dyed thread. Now in Donna's video, she said that she used the called for and that it was Gloriana, but I did go on my mom's website and saw that the called for in both Edward and Fiona's horse and this house is the same thread. It is that Thread Gatherer Silk and Color. And I have seen this in stores because you guys know that I am like being sucked in by the silk. I hate to admit it, my wallet hates to admit it, but I love the silk threads. And I had seen these at my LNS before. They hang just like this. They're really pretty. But there's something about them that kind of, I'm not sure if it's going to show up. My thought process has always been, well, that doesn't look very smooth. And in my mind, silks should be smooth and silky and just like perfectly shiny and whatever. And this just has a little bit of a, man, I wish that would, ooh, okay. This just has a little bit of a texture to it, which my mind could not connect this texture to silk. But when I saw Donna post that horse and then I talked to Mom about this, I was like, I have to look into it. So yesterday when Mom came to town, I had her bring this model and she said, I have some of that thread. Do you want me to bring it? And I said, yes, I want you to bring it. So this is what it looks like in the store. The thread is specifically Madeline's Locks by Silk and Color. It is SNC 1024. It's 100% silk. This is what it looks like when you buy it in the store. It's a little bit pricier. I believe it's $8 a skein. There are 5 yards of skein, 5 yards of thread per skein, 12 twisted pieces of thread. Man. And then Mom also had a piece that had already been cut open and stitched from. So I grabbed some of this and did my own stitching. The texture completely disappears. It's like it's not even there. It stitches beautifully and smoothly and is so, so lovely. And I think it's even hard to tell on here that you get such a variegation on here. It almost looks like it's stitched with 2 different colors, one red and one dark. But now I am completely obsessed. I have been on the Thread Gatherer's website. I gotta get my notes. Sorry. I've been on the Thread Gatherer's website. I am placing, kind of getting my order together to place for some upcoming designs. The Silk and Colors is 100% silk. They also have something called an Oriental linen, which is 52% silk, 48% linen, and it's a 20-yard skein versus this one, which is, excuse me, did I say 5? One says 5, one says 6. I don't know. But I'm super curious about all of these products by the Thread Gatherer. So I'm going to be making my little list up. and ordering some more threads to try because it's just really new and exciting to me. I know some people are not into fancy flosses a la Nick Stitches, Nicole. Something tells me she's going to go down a fancy floss rabbit hole. I saw that she had been sent a couple pieces and it's the beginning of the end. Although I did also see that she was just picking up some weeks at Joann's or like some box store. Did I say weeks? Oh my gosh. Picking up DMC. She's fighting it. Anyway, I'm fully embracing all of the fancy floss, and this is the next brand on my list. You can look forward to a report in a much more concise, clear, better floss tube next time. I hope. So that's the thread gatherer, and I just wanted to share about that gorgeous, gorgeous thread. Nashville, the community, and I'm gonna wrap up with a little bit of haul for you guys. I did make a trip to my LNS a couple Saturdays ago. I had been going stir crazy, just working, you know, like you do. And I was like, Joe, I'm going to buy linen. And I treated myself to 3 pieces of linen. Now this is new for me. This is Lakeside linen. It is 32 count vintage exemplar, and it is really lovely. I love the kind of toned down modeled look. I see people stitch with this quite a bit. They only have 32 count, which is a little smidgen big for me. 36 is my sweet spot, but I did really want to try this, so I got this size. Yeah, I still don't know what this size is. Fat quarter? Nope, I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know. I got this size, and I'm excited to find something to stitch that on. I also found this really lovely, picture this plus 36 count fossil. At my LNS, I believe they call this a project cut. That could be wrong, but it's definitely big enough for anything that I decide to stitch on it. And love the modeled look of that. And then I went crazy and got myself some 36 count doubloon from Picture This Plus. Picture This Plus will not be at market this year. This is folded in half, so it's double that. I will definitely put this to good use. And it's always nice to be able to pick out the pieces in person rather than rely on an online shop, just because they're hand-dyed pieces. You're never going to get exactly what you expect. So my LNS had recently gotten an order in, so I took advantage of it and picked some pieces out for myself. I also tried to sign up for the upcoming Stitch Night, which is on March 28th. I have something else happening on March 28th I need to tell you about. And they're full. There's a wait list. I'm number 2 on the wait list, which kind of surprised me and definitely bummed me out because I made some friends last time that I would like to reconnect with. So fingers crossed that they can squeeze me in. I'm thinking about calling and say I'll bring my own chair or sit on the floor. I really want to be there with everybody, so we'll see. That was my linen haul from my LNS, and I also got a book that is just gone. I got a book of, oh, it's over there. Okay, I got a book of cross-stitch shops across the nation. It is broken down state by state. It includes cross-stitch, needlepoint, quilting, and fiber shops. I will put a link in the description box below if you are someone who's on the road a lot, or you might be doing some traveling. This could be really helpful to you. I thought it would be great as a designer. Maybe I can find some new stores to reach out to, but I'll put that description below. It was $10. It was a great price, I thought. So I got the book and this from my LNS. One thing I got in the mail, and I won't share too much of it with you, I got a new antique sampler that I'm going to reproduce. This will be out in May. Believe it or not, I've already planned my May releases. This will be my reproduction for May, along with 3 other pieces that I have been kind of kitting up and planning so that when I go to market, I can bring all the supplies so that, you know, when I'm full of energy in the evenings, I can go down to the atrium and do a live video and stitch with all my friends. That's the plan. Fingers crossed, that's the plan. The last little bit of haul I have for you is not something I purchased, but something I actually was gifted / took. This will make sense to you in a second. When I was up with Mom filming our reveal video last week, she showed me this gorgeous, I love this. It's like for your threads. What is this called? It is officially called a thread keep. This one has one of Mom's sampler designs on the thread keep, and I love the brushed vintage brass look of it. And when I saw this, she went on to tell me that this was made by Becky of Socks for Mom. She contacted Mom and asked if she could use one of her sampler designs in her thread keep, and Mom said yes, of course. And Becky was nice enough to send this to Mom, and I was nice enough to take it off Mom's hands. She knows I have it. She gave it to me because I'm a thread keep user. This is, you know, boring old silver ring. This is gorgeous, and I needed to upgrade it. I'm so happy to have it. I have heard of Socks for Mom before on other people's Floss Tube videos, and I'm just happy to have my own. I know several people make them, and this could be the start of a new obsession, quite possibly. So yay for me. Thank you, Mom. And then that's it. That was my haul. I did want to share with you, if you are kind of local to me in the DC, Virginia area, I'm in Baltimore, March 28th is something called a Needlework Emporium in Bethesda, Maryland. I believe, could be wrong, this is the first ever, it's never happened before, Needlework Emporium. And I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be, but I know that there are vendors. My friend Amanda May from Artist Designs will be there vending. It doesn't sound like it's going to be bad. It really sounds like it's going to be fabulous. So again, that's in Bethesda. I know they have a Facebook group. You can look it up online, but if you are looking for something to do, hopefully it'll be a nice sunny day, and you can make the trip down there to see all that there is to see. Mom and I may be there. That is the current plan. And it sounds like it's going to be really good. It's going to be people getting together, sharing the art of needlework. It can't be bad. The Emporium is, again, in Bethesda, which is not too far from the Woodlawn show. And again, I am new to this. I don't know exactly what the Woodlawn show is. It's my understanding that it is an exhibit put on of needlework, both old and new. I'm not sure. Again, you could look that up online. But if you're in the area and want to make a fun day of it, March 28th is that date. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna spare you my weirdness. I apologize again. I think it's just, I don't know. But I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. And you can find me on Instagram. Come over, catch up, see what I'm doing. And I will be back. I won't be back next Friday because I'll be at market. You might catch me on a live or something like that. But I look forward to catching up with you again. Promise I'll be normal, and I will see you then.